Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit take2radio.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. This is David Solvani, your host for this evening, and with me I have three out of four lovely ladies joining me tonight. CAROLYN, thank you for joining me tonight, and how are you feeling?
Good. How's David doing?
So far, so good. No cat in sight. My cat likes to play the keys on my laptop. And we have Miss Liz.
Hello.
Good evening, Liz. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Sure, glad to be here.
Good, and I hope you're feeling better. And I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. Just I've got a little bit of a head cold and a cough and all that. So, yeah, it's just got to run its course.
Okay, and Miss Lisa, thank you for joining me, honey. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to talk to all of you.
Thank you for joining us. So, and let's start off. We're going to start off with Days of Our Lives tonight. And hopefully we're going to play it by ear. If we get a caller, hopefully it'll be a day's caller. So
sounds good.
Let's start off. Okay, one thing, let's start off. We know, don't we, that Deimos is not the father of Chloe's baby.
Yes, we know that. We just don't know who it is. It's going to be a shocker.
I have no idea who it is. I can't even fathom a guess. It's not Philip. We know that.
Right. I've heard speculation, like, people on social media, somebody saying that somehow it's Daniel's.
Oh.
But I don't know. Everything is possible in the world of soap.
Yes.
That was one little speculation. So, there's always the twist and the turn. So that's, I wouldn't discount it, but yeah, it'll be interesting. But Deimos is surely showing some of his true colors with his reaction, especially to Nicole and how he's trying to get Chloe and bring her back and all of that. So, well.
Well, I thought the acting this week was really good between Deimos and Nicole.
Yeah. And the thing is, Nicole brought this all on herself because she doesn't know. Of course, she couldn't get a hold of Chloe, but, of course, she doesn't know what the truth is. So this is all, unnecessary. But, oh, well. But it wouldn't be a soap problem.
Yeah, it is.
If the unnecessary didn't happen.
And were you all surprised that he spared Xander's life?
Yeah. And not happy about it. I'm like, what a hypocrite.
No, I know.
He talks about, Nicole, don't keep secrets and this and that, and look what he did. And I don't know if he really thinks he's doing something nice because Xander's family, but he said, you can be of use to me. So that leaves an opening down the road for Xander to come back and wreak havoc again.
Yeah, he needs an ally. and Xander.
Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah, can be it. And the fans seem to like Xander. They work to bring him back. So there's something that they like about him.
Mhm.
And what do you all think about, I heard that Aiden is leaving?
Yes.
For now, yeah.
I'm happy for his realization. I think he's gone.
It was just kind of, I don't know if I should say lame or just anticlimactic how it happened. Like, Hope, he told Hope that she had to go on a date with him, which was in his hotel room, and she had to wear this dress he bought. And she basically said that he was doing to her what Chase did to Sierra. And then all of a sudden it's like he comes out of his evil trance. And it's like, oh, no, I can't believe I'm like this and all of that. And then just as Roman and Rafe are about to confess to the deputy mayor that Rafe killed Stefano and Roman helped cover it up, they're about to confess, and Aiden and Hope walk in, and Aiden says, I'm resigning as the district attorney to go, my son needs me, blah, blah, blah. So it was just like, what? So he's leaving, but you never know. I mean, the door's always open there, but it was just weird. But Hope's not out of the woods yet, no pun intended, since she and Rafe went on the pretend date, or the date in the pretend woods, because Andre has a copy of the recording.
Oh, I missed that.
Now,
or did he take it from Hope, or did he take it from Aiden?
I don't know, but at the end of was it Tuesday's show, he was listening to the recording. It just showed him listening to the recording on his phone. And, smiling that evil grin.
Mm.
So, yeah, so Andre knows. So who knows what will happen there?
Yeah, who knows what's going to lurk?
Now, what does everybody think? My feeling is the storyline with Hope and Aiden, the nice storyline, the romance and how good he was to her, and now he's come back and it's together different. And I don't know if the fans are liking that. What do you think?
Well, I don't know why when he came back after being imprisoned and she started to see him again, like she went away with him, I thought she was doing it to trap him,
right,
or to get the goods on him or something. But then it turns out that she was honestly trying to see if the relationship would work. I'm like, what? What do you think? You're going to throw away Rafe for that?
Yeah.
So, it's just some of her just her facial expressions and the tone in her voice. I thought, Hope is she's not genuine about it. She's trying to trap him, but it turned out no. So I wasn't too thrilled with the storyline. That she would give him another chance. I mean, it's not like he jaywalked. I mean, he tried to kill her.
Yeah.
And he was brought in initially for this elaborate scheme, and he put his name on her life insurance policy. So that's what gets me. It's like, you're going to overlook that? Hello? So.
Yeah, so it's going to go, they're not going to have smooth sailing right away. I think we know that Andre has that tape, so he's going to use it soon, probably in the next day or two.
I'm wondering if he's going to do it at the big Halloween party. He kind of hinted that in today's episode when he was talking to Chad that, he's going to, kind of make a big deal and all of that. So I wonder if he can go two ways. He can either expose Hope, Rafe, and Roman publicly, or he can get revenge on them privately. So it'll be interesting to see. That's going to be one heck of a Halloween party because we know there's another guest coming there to that one too. So.
Yeah, there's another guest. Supposedly, well, does it have something to do with the guy who wanted to look in the morgue on yesterday?
Yes. Should I be the spoiler? I saw today's episode.
You can because I haven't seen today's yet, but go ahead.
Okay. Yes, because that was, I forget the guy's name because he worked for Orpheus. I forget his name. Oh no, it's not. It wasn't. No, that was the guy that was working for. Yes, he was. He was working for Orpheus. I'm sorry, because he's the one that planted the bombs. But he basically took Orpheus's body. Orpheus isn't dead.
Oh.
The show closed with Orpheus and that guy being on the dock. So the guy said, well, you picked a good timing to come back from the dead. And there was a poster about the Halloween party on the wall behind Orpheus. And he's like, yep. And so he's going to come back during the big Salem Halloween gala. So we'll see what happens there. So, yeah, we're not rid of him. So
we're not. You think it is Orpheus that's coming?
Oh, I know it is. They showed him. They
did?
showed Orpheus alive. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was just a
guy.
little ruse taking that poison.
No. Yeah. It's like, my word, don't they have sophisticated equipment to determine that somebody has indeed died? So, they need to start cutting these people open fast. Don't leave them in the morgue doing autopsy like pronto. Make sure they're gone. But yeah, Orpheus was talking. He goes. He complimented him on the way that he smuggled his body out of the hospital. So, and what happened was Steve and Kayla were in Kayla's office, and they were getting real romantic and about to make love on her desk, and somebody knocks at the door, and Kayla's like, I'm not available. She goes, it's an emergency, and Kayla opens the door, and this nurse says, somebody stole a body from the morgue. And then it cuts to the guy on the dock, and then Orpheus walks up with him, and things. So, yeah. Yep.
It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun on today's episode.
Ooh, yeah.
So we got everybody trying to get back together and recover from all that mayhem in the last, couple weeks?
Yeah.
Basically?
Yeah.
Now, what is that? JJ's come out of his coma, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
did they show any more of that? Did they show any more of what he's talking about? He's saying, I'm sorry, Gabby? Do we know any more of that?
He said he was sorry again, but he's kind of fully out of the coma, because he was talking to Gabby today, and she told him how much she loves him, and he says how much he loves her, and so he has not explained what he meant by I'm sorry.
Now, does anybody know what he's sorry for?
No, we don't. No. I mean, I don't. No, we don't know. That's the mystery. What he's sorry for.
Yeah, they've been intimating on social media that there's some secret that he's hiding from her.
From her.
I will tell you one thing I read on social media, which I have to chuckle. One person that I read thinks that when Eve came back into town, that he slept with her again. So,
oh.
I don't think that's true, but I thought it was a good little chuckle, and
Yeah.
It's nice too. It's nice to see some of the comments out there.
For those who didn't hear you again, please repeat that. That was good.
Okay. So somebody on social media thinks that the secret that JJ has, that where he's sorry about it, was that when Eve came back, for Teresa's wedding, that JJ and Eve slept together again.
Oh my God!
But we don't know. I mean, of course, they did not show that, so we
they
don't
didn't
know
show
what
that.
JJ is sorry for. So that's the mystery right now. We have to wait and see what JJ truly is sorry for. It could be a big whopper, or it could be something like, I'm sorry I got in the way of the bullet. Just something like simple like that. That it's like, okay, no big deal like that. So, we'll see.
Or it could be that he slept with Gabby's mother.
Well, was Gabby in jail? Does she even know what went on with JJ and Eve way back?
She was in jail at that time, I think.
She was in jail, but I don't. I'm not sure because JJ was going with Paige when that all happened.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if she even, because Rafe was protecting her when she was in jail, and if she even knows what was going on there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's something to think about. Unless, I don't know. How about if he says he knows? What if it's a tie to Abigail? But I don't know if that would hurt her.
No.
Well, we'll find out. Do you like Gabby and Chad together?
That makes a little more sense than Sierra and Chad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they both have small children.
They have Gabby has history with him.
Yeah.
But
Abigail's coming back, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get serious. I don't think it'll come to that just because with JJ being shot, Gabby said she loves him now. Of course, if he did something really bad that, just makes her mad. But I don't know. When is Abigail supposed to come back?
Oh, the beginning of the year. I saw somewhere the beginning of the year.
You did?
Yeah.
I was thinking of around Thanksgiving.
December, end of November, December. Another few months.
Yeah.
And there was the fires, so that's how they're going to bring her back. She's got a different, they had to do surgery and.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to find out. That Andre lied about that whole thing. And the other thing that gets me, speaking of that, is the whole Kate kidnapping. If you will recall, I said Victor didn't do it because they made it so obvious. So I'm like, no, he didn't do it. But I was really blindsided that Kate did it, and that Kate's gonna skate, boom, get off like scot free. That gets me as well. And it's like like Victor's forgotten about it, and Damus has forgotten about it. It's like, are you kidding?
I don't think they forgot about it. I think they're between. I think Victor and Deimos are between a rock and a hard place because she knows things. While, in his absence, she was able to get in and see the rich history that they have in art, illegal art.
Right. Does anyone know what's going to happen to Teresa?
Yeah,
No,
I have a clue. I have a hunch. And it's she has a tie to Blanca's ex.
Oh.
He was her dealer in California.
Oh, there's the connection. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's how I think he is responsible for her exit, which is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. I said she's leaving soon.
Because Charles Shaughnessy and Patsy Pease are due to come on. And they help her through this. I don't think she dies.
Well, that's
because
nice.
Jen Lilly
I'm tired of people getting killed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think Jen Lilly expressed that she'd always welcome a return back.
Yeah, and I always say when they start, when the part starts getting juicy and their acting's really good, then they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
She's really come a long way.
They come to that climax, and there it is.
Yeah.
But, I was thinking about that a few days ago, and about, they read, but, that's got to be a tough job, because look at how much dialogue, how much script you have to memorize every day. And I realized
not just
that
one script. It's not just one script a day. It can be almost 3 scripts a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if scenes go for, multiple episodes, they probably shoot that all at once. But it's a lot, and granted, it's like a muscle, that once you get in the rhythm of memorizing, it's easier, but that's still a lot of work, and it's time-consuming. Because you've got to go home, you got to memorize, and then the next day you're on set. Who knows, how many hours? So.
Yeah, and they say that they don't let them know that far in advance. They've got to be like right on the money almost a day or two before. And Eric's coming back.
Good.
Eric's coming back.
Yeah. It's weird because they call it he's being an early release from jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, because if he's on good behavior, they'll put him like on a work release program.
Well, I'm sure it will be. I've seen. I follow Greg Vaughn, and he's totally changed his kind of nice little boy look. So I may be going to jail. He's going to have a change of attitude and his whole demeanor.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Looks like he's looking mean these days. I don't know if anyone else is following him.
It's probably because of the show that he's on because Queen Sugar, I think his character on Queen Sugar is that way. And
nasty,
yeah.
Well, I'm surprised that he's coming back to today's, but he's a very good actor. Missed him when he left.
Yeah, he
right.
is.
One of the a great interview we had. Remember, David? He was
very
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, very
he
cordial.
He was very nice.
Very down to earth,
nice.
and yeah.
It was. It is a pleasure having the daytime stars on the show. I mean, it can, it makes you feel good. They treat you well. You treat them well, and it's all positive.
Yeah, they're very appreciative. They they want to keep their job, and we're trying to keep the soaps alive. So that's what it's all about.
Yep. That's what it's all about. I can't believe it's been a year since we had him. We had him last November.
Yeah.
So let me see, what else is cooking on days? We got Victor retiring.
Yeah, he's going to be leaving soon, too, yeah.
I don't know if he's leaving the show. I heard nothing.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Just retiring from Titan.
Oh, but, no, well, okay, maybe I I heard wrong. I thought that he was retiring.
No. I'm just wondering.
I haven't heard yet. Otherwise.
Spending more time with his daughter, Jennifer Aniston. They say, well, isn't he up in his 80s?
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They mostly are.
Yeah. Where's Caroline?
I just.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while.
Well, no, they keep saying that she's up.
They refer to her and stuff, but she's up there in years too. So
yeah,
or maybe she's got other things going on, or she wants time off, or so you just.
Yeah, when the bombing was going on, they said, Jennifer was going to run upstairs and check on Caroline and make sure that she was all right. They're just mentioning her here and there, but she hasn't been on the show.
Someone had referred that she had gotten out of the building safely and all of that. So, but
see, and I like storylines. Yeah, I like storylines like the one they were talking about. She had Alzheimer's and different things. I like it when they bring that in, and because there's a lot of people out there today that are wrestling with that, and I thought that they were going to do more with that, but
with Victor retiring and the way he's got this set up with Deimos being in charge and all of that, I just wonder what. And then he had a conversation today with what's his name? Wally Kurth's character. I can remember the actor, but not the
Justin.
Justin.
With Justin.
Yeah. So, because he's going to be like general counsel for the company. So I don't know what Victor's thinking. He said, well, Deimos can be, scrupulous at times, and that's going to help with the company. So I don't know what the deal is with putting him in charge. And then everybody else has agreed. Philip, and everybody in the family, all the men in the family have agreed to be a part of the company. But I just don't know what if there's an angle there, what's going on. That move kind of baffled me.
Yeah, I know.
And then Victor said that he wants to spend more time with Maggie, and he's going to, be supportive of her, and maybe they're going to go on a trip.
I understand why he's retiring, but why he put Deimos in charge, and why he structured it the way he did. That's what I don't follow. I don't know if there's more to it than the fact that he put Deimos in charge. If there's something else behind it, that's what I don't get.
Yeah, too many unanswered questions.
Yeah, well, it's like even Brady brought up. Here, Deimos came in. Deimos crippled Maggie, blackmailed Victor, took everything from Victor, that kind of thing. So, is Victor really that forgiving? He did make up with Philip today. That was really, really nice. They made up.
That was nice, wasn't it? Did they do more making up today?
Was that yesterday? Oh, it must have been yesterday's show.
Yesterday.
I watched yesterday's show this morning, so that's why I'm getting discombobulated. Yeah.
Yeah, but you always know when Victor's really nice. A couple of weeks goes by, and then he's gets real nasty again. So we can be guaranteed of that. Yeah.
We'll probably see more twists and turns as it goes along.
Yep, for sure. So
we have we have Deimos, we have Brady, we have Justin, we have Sonny, and we have Philip. All taking it in. And I'm a cockeyed optimist, and I would like to believe that experience about packing them all together will help with will help them all together.
Yeah, if they all unite and work as a team.
Right.
But that would be,
what do you
that
think,
would
Pam?
be too easy and boring.
What do you think, Tam?
Oh, I didn't realize I was waiting. I didn't even realize I was on. Oh, I missed the first part. I just heard the tail end.
We're talking about the new formation on days with Deimos being in charge now, and he's getting all the Bradys under one umbrella.
I think it's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing where this storyline is going. I'm really enjoying Days right now. So, what do you think is going to happen, Dave? Go ahead.
Anything is possible. I think there's going to be big repercussions because of what Chad is doing.
Maybe at the dock?
Yep.
With the shipping?
Yeah. What do you think? Even though that he and Sonny sort of made up, it's still not going to... They're still going to go after the Kyriakis loose ends.
I could see Kyriakis pushing back, even though their position amongst their customers has kind of been weakened. I could see, especially with Deimos in charge, something going on there to push back.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, and the other thing is that Eduardo started a company, and
yeah. What is that? Did they mention any more of that?
He just talked about that he's going to use the club as the front, but that he needs to get merchandise into Salem. And so, there's Dario said, well, why don't you try Kyriakis, because they're going to be hungry for the business. You'll probably get a better price.
Oh.
So. But no, they didn't go into specifics on what's going on with that.
Well, it sure looks like Days of Our Lives is going to be interesting. Tim, is there anything on Days that you'd like to bring up? Because we started with Chloe's baby. Oh, Liz dropped.
Oh.
No, nothing that I can think of. It seemed like today was all about breakfast. So it's funny how everyone is discussing breakfast.
Okay. So, let me see who that is. 937-367. Oh, that's Liz. She's back. She dropped. Liz.
Oh, Hello.
You're back.
Yeah, I was just sitting here listening to everybody, and all of a sudden, I got disconnected.
Well, we're just about done with days, and you're welcome to stay aboard, but I know that you're not feeling well, so it's up to you.
I will leave you at this point. It's been great talking to you about my favorite soap, Days of Our Lives. It's the only soap I watch right now. Like with some of you, it's hard to keep up with all of them. So anyway, you carry on with the other soaps, and I will be back with you in a couple weeks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Remember November the 10th.
Yes,
absolutely.
Remember. Okay, we're on to General Hospital.
Okay, David, it's Carolyn. I'm going to leave you guys too because I only watch days. I'll try and tape General Hospital and get interested in that. You'll have to fill me in.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, everybody have a great weekend and see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay. Thank you, Carolyn, for joining me.
Okay. Night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're on to General Hospital now?
Yes, we are. Okay. All right. I got to tell you, first off, I just melted today with little Charlotte. I want one just like her.
Yes, she's adorable.
Oh, my God. She melted. She says, did you see her in that? I don't know if you saw that part where she was in bed with Griffin.
No, that's literally where I had to stop the show and
come
call
you.
Oh, my God.
This is where I actually melted. This is so much because they found her bracelet that Claudette left behind.
Right. I saw that part.
Right, and then he says, oh, and she looks at it and says, oh, that's Mommy's. She says, and Griffin says to her, no, actually, it's yours. She wanted you to have it. She wanted you to. And then she says, well, okay, I'll take care of it, and then you can take care of me. And I just flooded my living room after
Listen, I had tears in my eyes when I
had tears in my eyes. She is such a sweet little girl.
Yeah. I had tears in my eyes when I was calling in because I had just watched the scene on the bridge with Robin and Sonny, and
yes.
It was, I couldn't stop crying. They bring up Stone and I just melt.
Yeah. Oh my God. Were you thinking the same thing I was? What that gun was going to be used for?
Oh yeah, he definitely was going to end it and end himself. I hate to say suicide because it's such an ugly word, and it really hurts. I mean, there's never, ever, ever, ever a reason for it because it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and it ends your life, and then the people that you love suffer forever.
Mhm.
And the way Robin went about letting him know it wasn't, I just started blubbering. I was a blubbering fool.
It was just, I am too. I am a big crybaby when it comes to those things. it just got me right in the.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it gets you right there.
Right there. I can't pinpoint it, but it's there.
Well, it's right there. Listen, you know when it's going to happen, too, because they start to well up in your eyes, and you're like, oh, here it comes.
Mhm. Absolutely.
And the fact the actors, they both had tears in their eyes, tears running down their faces. It pulls you into it. We have some of the greatest actors on TV in General Hospital. I have to say that. And having Robin come back is amazing. I always love her. We watched her grow up. I love seeing. Anytime she can come back, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I am too. Miss Tam, what was your favorite moment in the past couple weeks?
I have to say, I thought today was written exceptionally well. I loved how they were able to tie it back in with Stone and Robin. You even mentioned Brenda and Sunny and how that happened, and I just thought today was written very, very well. I really enjoyed the writing today.
I agree with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I agree with you. Go ahead. You finish.
Oh no. I was going to say my favorite thing is Ben and Hayden. I absolutely love them. I think this Ben is Michael Easton's best character, favorite for me. But he's just, and I love Ben and Hayden. That's my. And Curtis. Curtis is awesome. Curtis is delicious. I love watching Curtis too. But that's my favorite. What's your favorite? That's what's keeping me.
Oh, let me think. The acting has been so good because the Morgan dying storyline has brought out some of the best acting. That these, when you have to cry like that and you have to show that type of emotion, it's really like physically draining for these actors. I don't know. I've spoken to a few, and that kind of stuff like physically drains you. So that these scenes are draining for these actors, and they just are nailing them every time we're talking about Morgan or the Sunny scenes or the Carly scenes or the Michael scenes. It's just like your heart is just wrenched. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. That's probably my favorite thing. The actors have been, and I guess I have to credit that to the writing, because we have the great actors. They can do anything. We know that, but the writing has been pivotal in this storyline, I think.
So do we know? Do you think that guy that took Maxie is working for Valentine? Has that been established? I might have missed something. You blink a couple times, you miss a couple things.
I mean, he was after Claudette, so we're assuming he was working for Valentine, because after Claudette, he saw her in the plane sitting next to her. I mean, I'm no detective, but that one seems pretty clear.
Yeah, I just sometimes when I get a little distracted and then I lose my concentration and I forget where I was. So yeah. I couldn't see it because I wasn't watching it thoroughly.
He was trying to get Claudette. Yeah, he was trying to get Claudette, and who was after Claudette is definitely Valentine, because of that one scene of when she was on the plane, he was sitting next to her. Yeah, so, I mean, we've connected those dots. How he got out of jail, how these people get out of jail I love the soaps. I wish we really could live in this. It would be amazing. Except The cops never, ever get the right guy. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I know. It must be magic.
And, okay, I gave you my favorite, and I'm very happy with it. Okay, I got to tell you, my least favorite thing is Franco saving the hospital.
Your least favorite?
Gosh.
Come on.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it
it's not going to redeem him. You're not going to redeem. I didn't mean to jump on your words there, but you're not going to redeem Franco by him saving General Hospital, and they get to open it back up. Sorry.
Listen, I love Roger. I love him. I hope, I don't want to lose him. I want him to stay. I just how do you forgive Franco for everything? Was it really the brain tumor? Come on. I mean, we've seen him do a lot after
of fun stuff to everybody in that town, basically.
Right. So it's that to me is that's because the writers want us to like him with Becky, and we they want us to like the couple, and you can't force things sometimes. Sometimes you just have to let it be.
Just let it be.
I miss Franco and Nina.
I do. Now, see, Franco and Nina, I can get behind. But Franco saving the hospital for Liz and all that, I can't get behind that. Like, it's just not, I don't know. It's flat for me.
Well, I think there's a lot of drama in the redemption process. So
yeah, but I just
obviously he's got a lot of planes and trains to take in order to get to where he needs to be.
Listen, that's like saying we can redeem. It's like saying we could redeem Helena or the one that's obsessed with Anna. Faison. Like we can't. They can't be. Listen, they're the bad guys. They're always going to be. They can't be redeemed. So Franco's going to be the bad guy, but we can like him. I can like Helena. I like Helena. You know what I mean? Like, I can like certain things, but you're not going to make him the good guy now after he was that dark. I just trying to turn it around isn't going to work. I just don't see it working.
The same way with Liz. Liz said she had no regrets. She would have done it all over again, going back to Jason and all that. And now you want us to like Liz again? Well, you didn't even try to even redeem her. She has no remorse. So how do you expect me to like this character?
Right, and then you want to put the. I'm sorry, and then you want to put the. With Jason? Yeah. Listen, people can redeem themselves when they admit they did wrong. And she still hasn't, she said she would do it all over again. She's always taken that holier-than-thou approach to everybody and never apologized for anything. It just, I don't know. I lost interest in that character completely.
Yes.
Oh, it is sad. We hope for the best for them, because we know we can't put it on the actors. We can put it on the writing.
Oh, no. I'm not saying that. I think Becky is. She works with what they give them, and she does a great job. She's not I'm not saying anything about. I'm just saying what they did with the character. It's like they're taking characters. They're trying to make Franco the good guy. Well, we don't want him. Like, he's not going to be redeemed. It's like Helena's not going to be redeemed, and Jerry's not going to be redeemed, and Faison is not going to be redeemed.
No.
He's not going to. He's going to be the lovable bad guy. That's who he's going to be.
Bad guy.
Right. Well, listen, Sonny's a lovable bad guy, just like Todd Manning was a lovable bad guy. Like, you know what I mean? You got to leave him that. You can't try and make him the hero.
That's right. You can try, but
well, you can, but it doesn't really. I don't think it works. We'll see. I mean, it's not finished. We'll see, but to me, I'm not liking it not a little bit. The rest of the storylines have been, I'm happy. Especially the writing this week, last week, and I'm sure into next week, and for the funeral, all of that is going to be spot on because it's been spot on.
Yeah.
They just got to tweak a few things here and there, and then we'll be all good,
Oh.
But it's a process, and it's not easy. They're writing 5 shows a week, just like the actors are acting 5 shows a week. Or actually, they're acting probably more than that because, they do black weeks or, dark weeks. So
they have a
they're
dark
probably
week.
yeah. So they're acting more than 5 shows a week. So, that dialogue for a lot of people, that's a lot of dialogue. And for the writers, that's a lot of dialogue and things to look at. And I get it. It's hard. I love my soap. I'm never going to stop watching it.
I'll never stop watching.
I'm passionate. Can you hear it? I'm passionate.
Yeah,
I love it.
You are impassioned.
Yes. No, I'm just passionate. I love it. I want it to be around forever. I want it to be the best it can be, and I hope the writers understand that when we criticize, it's not. I don't hate you. I'm just. It's a critique. I'm not saying goodbye.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Yeah.
You want to see. You want to see what you want to see, and we hope that they can provide.
Right. And they have, and they are, and like I said, it's 5 days a week, and they have how many storylines going, so it's a lot to handle. And kudos. They've had some award-winning scenes, I think, the last couple weeks. I really believe that. I think Carly, Laura, will probably get something from this. I'm hoping. And Maurice, come on, Maurice. This has got to be his, these have got to be the scenes that he submits.
Oh, yeah.
So.
It's definitely going to be.
So when I critique in love. I don't critique in, nastiness. I want things good because I love my soap.
I do, too. It's an outlet.
So now let's go back to Charlotte. Who do we think? Do we really believe that Charlotte is
Griffin's daughter?
Yeah, do we? Or even the daughter of oh my God, why am I blank out?
Griffin or Nathan?
What's Bree's character?
Bree's character is Claudette.
Claudette. Is Claudette really her mom?
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, if she can leave her that easily, I don't know. I have doubts.
I mean, is she just trying to protect this little girl and she's not really the girl's mom? Where can this story go? Tim, do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah, you're wondering. You're probably wondering the same thing I am? That maybe she's not either. She doesn't belong to either of them?
Yeah, and there's an embryo out there somewhere. There was some embryo. Would you remember that?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
So,
Pam has dropped from us, and I'm hoping she calls us back.
Okay.
Because it's just you and I right now.
So we're in sync, and I know I'm pretty sure I'm in sync with Tam on this because I think we've discussed it in group. So yeah, I have a feeling that we're going to find out that this may not even be Claudette or Griffin's daughter. And, Cassadine Island may be involved.
Yeah.
Who knows? We're talking about another Cassadine here.
Another Cassadine.
So, you never know.
So, she tells Nathan and that she met Valentine. That's what, to protect her daughter. So could Valentine be her father?
Could Valentine be her father? Or could Claudette have been a surrogate for Lulu's embryo? Let's just say it straight out.
Or that. Yeah, let's say that straight up. I'm for either one.
Right.
But I would, if the fallout happens, that I'm going to feel so bad for Griffin.
Well, right. It's like Nathan, too. I mean, come on. It doesn't take 10 minutes to fall in love with, a child, an adorable child that you think is yours. So that's a heart-wrenching, Nathan had to go through that. Now Griffin's going to have to go through that. How many people have to go through this? And who's the dad?
Yeah.
Is this the embryo that the original Cassadine had from Lulu, Stavros?
Yeah.
From back when he, froze her and her face changed?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny. I want to get frozen and have my face changed.
I know. Me too.
I love the soap. I'm hoping to go to another event, by the way. But anyway, yeah, I this either the fall. I'm looking at the winter. They have the ladies of General Hospital will be coming in January, so I'm looking to go to see that. I'm hoping.
That sounds great.
Yeah. So that'll be great. But all right. So what else can we talk about on General Hospital? There's a lot going on. There's a
lot going on.
To me, the storyline that is in the foremost of my head is the Morgan storyline. How about Nell? Do you think Nell is good or do you think Nell is bad? She seems genuinely concerned about things. I mean, I keep hearing that she's not as good as we think she is. So is that true or is that just
Which one was that again?
Nell?
No, oh my God, no, I don't trust her with beans.
No, she does seem genuinely concerned. I mean, she is going to Michael and talking about, I don't know. I don't know.
It is Pam.
Is it something I didn't see?
Yeah,
I got disconnected. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Talking
Tom,
about Nell.
We're talking about Nell. Do you trust her, or do you think something's up?
Something's up with her. And
you think? See, to me, she seems genuinely concerned. Going to Michael about Sonny and going to Carly about Sonny. I don't know. I don't know. Did I miss something? Was there something that she gave that, that bad guy little side eye, or you know what I'm talking about?
Right. Well, the way she acted when she was telling Michael, and about having the bodyguards and growing up with the bodyguards while you were playing. And then it kind of sounded almost like she was envious. So,
I remember the other day she said to Kiki, what was the comment she made to Kiki about, you have no idea at all, when Kiki walked away from her and Kiki was all upset. That was after she told Kiki about Morgan.
Yeah.
And then she was trying to get a hold of Morgan. And that's when Kiki found out that Morgan thinks they slept together. And then Kiki said something to her, and then when she walked away, she said, you have no idea. But, what is she up to? So I kind of wonder if she isn't part of this family somehow.
I missed that. I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she is.
Then you blank, you miss something, and then you're out of the loop. Because to me, she seemed like she was genuinely concerned. Going to Carly, going to Michael. I guess I missed that one little bit of snippet of the scene, and
yeah, that part where she made
see, that's
Kiki
why you gotta
think
rewatch. DVR and rewatch. That's what I have to do.
That's what you got to do.
Okay, so you both don't trust now. I'm gonna trust your opinions then. I'm gonna trust you guys. You've been watching this soap long enough to know whether we should trust her or not. Yeah, I trust your opinion.
I haven't since she come on.
Okay.
There's
all right.
something.
Nope.
I think. And I think she's connected with Jax because he's coming back.
Yes.
And he knows. I'm almost sure he knows her. And he didn't want Carly to look into it anymore.
Right.
I don't know if she knows. So if he did, if that all was a lie, that she says that her kidney was sold.
Oh, yeah. I guess I never really thought that deeply into that story. But, yeah, I guess we're going to get into that story, too, because I did see Indigo is coming back. So that'll be fun. I always like seeing him, too. Jax is a fun character.
Yeah, he's been fun.
I hope he don't bring his brother with him. No, I'm just kidding, because I love him, too.
It's going to be good.
So
we are all alone here. I just want to let you know, and no one has called in, and we hope. Please do. We're just about finishing up General Hospital, but we can take your questions if you call in 1-718-506-1540. And what do we have to do after we do that, ladies?
Press 1.
Press 1. And you can come on the air with us. So please do.
So what do you think about this car bomb? Do you think, listen, I don't think Sonny is responsible for Morgan's death.
I don't think so either.
If Morgan is dead, we'll go into that too. Do you think Morgan's dead? Because I think somehow Morgan's going to come back. Remember, he was leaving town.
Yeah.
And then he got out of the car because of Jason. Then the blast happened. Maybe when he came to, he's like, yeah, I'm out of here. And then, we'll
I don't know where I read it. I might be reading this wrong, but I heard something like says Brian Craig is not quite finished with General Hospital.
I did hear that there was going to be some Sonny Brian scenes. Where was that? Was that on the official Morgan Corentos Facebook, I think?
I'm not sure. I can't remember where I I found that. I wish. Tam, have you seen anything like that?
I saw that Brian has seen through November. So I'm thinking that I wonder if Brian, if Morgan realized that everybody thought he was dead, so he decided to remain that way, right? So he's hiding out somewhere and healing. And I don't know, unless the scenes are just Sonny, a ghost. But
I'm not going to say a ghost because that would assume he's dead. But how about we'll say a delusion for now because we know Sonny's cracking.
Yeah. Right.
So.
Delusion. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard different things. I heard it could be the Sonny ghost delusion, whatever you want to call it, like it thing because he's cracking. And then I did hear that because there was that scene where Sonny and Carly when he told her at the end where they pulled away at the window, like someone was looking in the window at them.
Mhm.
And could Morgan have been just outside the window looking in, and then decide from there, okay, they're mourning me, so let me just get out of here now?
Could possibly be.
It's kind of like watching a car wreck. 3 people can watch the car wreck in 4 different and tell it 4 different ways.
Right.
And so when I saw the camera, I said, "Oh, that's just showing the angst and the anxiety, and everything that they're going through as Sonny's explaining this loss to her." But my sister happened to be visiting, and she said, "Is that Morgan looking in the window?" And I go, "Now, really? I did not think that. I thought it was just the fact that it was just done for the effect of just that, you saw them talking but no sound, and, the music's playing in the background and the heartache and Carly's collapsing and,
Yeah.
That's what I took it as. Like we're just kind of on the outside looking in, literally, right? And then my sister totally said, no, I think that's Morgan. So I don't know.
So
I don't know.
So
funny though?
they could go either way with this one, and it would make sense either way. But why would you get rid of the character, and why would you get rid of that storyline, that bipolar storyline, the father-son? And so I'm hoping they recast, and I'm hoping he comes back. It comes back, and we get back into that. So maybe it's just wishful thinking.
It could be wishful thinking on our part.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, at the end of today, Curtis got something. He was taking pictures of something, and it had Morgan's name on it. That's what you meant. That's probably what you meant, Lisa.
Right. I didn't see the end of today. So at the end of today, did you see the end today, Tamara?
Yep,
Yes, I did.
So was it the bottles that Ava threw away?
Oh, he right before Curtis came in the room, a cop came in and handed a folder to Jordan and said they have something about the kind of like the what's the description they used? Like the what's the word I want? Not recipe, but like the way it was made. That's consistent.
Recipe for the bomb recipe. Yeah. They did say recipe actually.
Right. Oh, okay. Like, so this guy has this pattern. This is his type, and then he happens to have worked for Sonny at one time, and then Jordan gets frustrated and tells Valerie, "File this," and she leaves. Well, then Curtis walks in, and Valerie lays, and then another guy comes in and interrupts. Says, "We need your help up there." So Valerie lays the file down, and then he happens to see it. So then he was like, "No, I'm not going to do this." And as he started to walk away, then the file fell to the floor. So he bent down to pick it up, and then he started taking pictures of whatever that recipe or that information about the bomb. So that'll help him investigate it, even though he said he was done investigating for Julian
Right.
and the money wasn't worth it, obviously, you know. So
And he did mention he mentioned something about doing something on the bomb squad. So, he may be able to figure out. He knew. He said today something about the switch being on the seat. It activated when Morgan sat, and it detonated when he got out. And it kind of seemed like that's what happened. So, he knows a lot about bombs. Maybe he can figure this one out. He's probably going to figure it out, and then Jordan's going to be so mad.
She is so
I was
envious
mad
of
at
him.
Jordan. Oh, she is. She sounded like a little jealous 14-year-old telling Valerie, he's went to the dark side. He's really dirty. And, he says he's really good, that he's, went to he's legit now, but he's still dirty.
Right.
And I'm thinking, Jordan, stop. You sound like you're 14 years old and jealous.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, like a child.
Just like a child.
Yes. I mean, I just wanted to pinch her ears today.
The thing is,
God.
she knows how incompetent she is.
Good.
She's afraid that someone else is going to. She's afraid someone else is going to solve it before her because she hasn't solved anything yet.
No, she hasn't solved anything, and I really enjoyed Curtis and Jason talking. And for me right now, Curtis is the stone cold Jason that I'm missing, that they've taken away from Jason's character. And now I'm not sure what his role is. He doesn't have a job. He's not helping Sonny. So what is Jason's role? I'm not sure. I'm hoping that, Sweep's coming up. They're going to really write him some really good stuff.
Yeah.
That would be nice to see.
Yeah.
Maybe
because for me right now,
yeah, because
he's probably undecided.
He's been on the back burner for a little bit. He really has been on the back burner for a while. We haven't seen a lot of them. I mean, we've seen a little bit recently because of the, Morgan dying, but we haven't seen a whole lot of him and Sam or, we don't get a whole lot of scenes. We get a little tiny snippet and then he's gone.
Right. And I don't know if that had anything to do. I know the contracts, coming up, or they are. Maybe I don't know what his status is. I don't know if they were just kind of waiting before they didn't want to get a big storyline going. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping now that they're kicking in and really going to give him something good.
Yeah, I hope so. Did someone say that he signed a 1-year contract? Did I see that somewhere? Or
it's not an official confirmation. So
okay.
It's not an official confirmation.
All right, so then we're not going to say that because we don't know that.
We don't know that, right?
Yeah,
we don't know for sure.
Yeah, a lot of
there's a lot of hearsay.
Right, false
and
rumors.
And you don't know which way to take it.
Right, until it's confirmed, we shouldn't say it. So we're not going to say he signed a contract until we know. And Michael Fairman usually is pretty good at letting us know as soon as the contract's signed. So I'm sure if he did, we'd know.
And I haven't seen anything from him. So, and no one else is. The only person I read it from was a fan.
Okay, he's usually the one that I see. That I when he posts it, then I'm like, okay, that it happened because he's the go-to guy usually. For me, anyway, he's never posted anything that wasn't right.
That's true. Whatever you see from Michael is usually more than hearsay.
Right, exactly. He gets confirmation.
And he posts it. He posts it as it is, and just as he hears it.
Right, exactly.
And he'll pose the question if it's uncertain too.
So
He'll always He'll always post it. We'll keep you posted for more.
Right, exactly. And once it's signed, he usually lets us know. So I'm gonna assume it's not there yet. I'm hoping it gets there because I know Billy Miller can kill it, and I really want to see, Jason. I don't really want to see Jason and Sam go live in what was it called? What's the Andy Griffith show? What's the name of the town? Mayberry.
Mayberry.
Yeah, I don't really want to see Jason and Sam moving to Mayberry and living that life. So hopefully they'll give him a juicy storyline.
I know. Hopefully it is. I believe sweep starts this week, so.
Yeah, I think the funeral week is going to be. I'm sorry, Tam. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I think I have a delay from you guys.
Oh, okay.
With
That's okay.
Jason, okay. With Jason right now, for me, it's just flatlined. And I know that they're saying, well, he was ran over by a car. He was frozen for 2 years. He was on Cassadine Island. So, when you have this happen to you, you are a different person. Well, I don't know about you all, but I haven't met anybody that's been frozen for 2 years. So I can't say that they would come out totally different.
Yeah, we can't make that assumption.
Right. So, for me, I'm like, that really doesn't validate this or justify it. It's only the second actor to play this character. 11 different men played Superman. 11 different men played Billy Abbott. Both stayed the same.
Just about.
Superman could save the day. He could still fly, So, and I feel like Billy has so much more to offer. And, I'm just waiting and waiting, because the writing isn't there for him that he can do. So,
agreed.
I just miss, and it's nothing against Jason or against Billy. I love Billy Miller. I want to make sure that, and like when I was talking earlier about Liz, I love Becky, Roger, all of them. I'm just talking about the characters only. So if anyone's listening and thinking that I'm dogging the actors, I'm certainly not by any means. And I have all the mad respect for Billy Miller. So I just think that there's so much more that he could be. And
yeah.
I just don't understand why the writers aren't going there. But maybe now they will. I don't know.
We can hope that it's coming.
I'm hoping the scene with Sonny. I think that was yesterday's scene where Sonny said, Jason, I knew you're not Jason. Jason's gone to me, or maybe I'm hoping. By the way, great scene. And when he said it, I jumped up and said, "Yay!" Somebody had to say it.
Yes.
So maybe that's going to kick him into Jason, more stone cold Jason, and not, Jake Doe Jason, because now there's two Jasons. And it doesn't have anything to do with the actors, because I've seen bits of Stone Cold in Jason. They're in there. I've seen them. I saw it when he saved Sonny and TJ. He's in there. Bring him out, because that's who we want. And we don't want this Mayberry Jason. I'm sorry. What was the real town they said they were going to move to? Do you remember, Tam?
Oh, I do. I just
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Me either. Okay, well.
Something Storia?
Yeah, something Story, you're right. We'll just call it Mayberry. How's that?
Mayberry.
Yeah, that works for me.
What made me laugh? Yeah, I'm sorry, David.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. When he was saying that, let's just move over, a few towns over, and, well, if that town was so safe, wouldn't we all live there?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought, for heaven's sakes, how ridiculous. And, your family, everybody's here for you, and you want to leave now because of what happened to Sonny and what happened to Morgan. I just.
Yeah, that writing wasn't.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was off. It was definitely off. It's like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jason Morgan that I knew 2 years ago would have not ran from this situation. He would have went.
He would have went down that valley looking for Morgan himself and not stood at the top. That scene got me. Yeah, they're just not. They're not giving him the stone cold. They're giving him the Mayberry juice, and I don't know why. People seem. Do people like this Mayberry Jason? Because
Maybe
I don't know.
He'll be informed because he doesn't have all his.
Well, he did say today. I don't remember. It's sometimes it's harder for me to remember, right? He did say that today.
Yeah, he said that today.
But at other times he says, "I remember everything. I remember everything." Well, remember he said that to Sam that night. I remember everything.
Yeah.
I remember everything. And then you hear him say, "Well, sometimes it's hard for me." Well, which is it? And I just feel like that I'm just.
Yeah.
I felt like when Jason Morgan was before he became Jason, the enforcer with Sonny. I think that for me, after his character became Jason Morgan, got with Sonny, the enforcer, Stone Cold, that's when I really
that's when his
piqued my interest,
popularity.
and I just right. So that's why I don't understand why are they going back to something that really I think for me, my personal opinion is once Jason became Jason Morgan, the enforcer, Stone Cold, then his popularity for me, and then the love story with Sam and all that just scooped me right up.
Right.
I was right there in it.
Absolutely. Other than that, he was just Monica's kid, in the background, like he's one of the kids.
Right.
Yeah. That's true.
Right. He had, so.
Okay. Ladies, we have to move it along. We got to leave General Hospital for now, and we got to go on to B&B.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you ready? Now, for all those again, for all those out there again, we're talking Bold and the Beautiful. It's 1-718-506-1540. And remember to press 1. And Lisa, I hope you hang in there with us because in the long run.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay. So Tam, RJ seemed to get through to Brooke, and now she's waffling.
Yes. And I love the end when, Ridge is talking to her and saying all this, lovey-dovey stuff to her and how committed he is. And she looks up and there he is. So tomorrow's going to be really good on B&B. I'm curious to see where this is going to go because Dollar Bill is not going to go down. He is not going to lose the, quote, love of his life that he's waited forever for, right?
That's true.
To Ridge. So.
And if he does, I think the balance is going to turn, knowing him. He will take Quinza just to spite.
Yes, I think that, Quinn and Dollar Bill, along with Eric, have a mutual axe to grind, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They are, I have to say that he has one spoiled family, Eric. I can't believe how this is it. Quinn aside, they should have been there at the wedding.
Yes.
Regardless. And they're still making out, now that she does have power of attorney, and he did ask her to step in for him at Forrester, and with Wyatt as her assistant, which I love, and everyone else doesn't. So what's your best part there?
Well, I am happy that Wyatt is standing up for his mother finally. And
yeah, I like this part.
He
can see it.
And I really like the dynamics with Eric being fatherly to Wyatt, because we know Dollar Bill didn't. But and I think that there was some bonding, true heartfelt bonding that went on in that little conversation, with the three of them.
Oh yeah.
And I really do think that Quinn and Eric really do truly love each other. I really do. So, Quinn, don't screw up. I'm rooting for you.
I am rooting for her too. I'm thinking she wants to pull this off correctly.
Yes.
I'm for that. Okay, so we covered B&B. Let's move on to Y&R. And, well, just to get my stomach feeling better, I want to just pull Chloe by her hair until all of it falls off. I couldn't take what she said yesterday.
About telling Chloe to move on? Or
telling
Chelsea to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was cold. Cold,
that
calculating.
Was cold. Yeah. And I long for the day where she actually is found out. And I hope it's Nicholas that does it.
Yes.
So that would make my stomach feel better, because I know, just looking at her and knowing what she's done, I'm not saying it was. I'm saying that the character of Chloe turns my stomach inside out and upside down. She is duplicitous as the day is long.
Yes. I think that's how I feel about Hillary.
Yeah, I know.
Hillary.
Why are they all like that? So now, the big thing is Victor's in the news, so to speak.
Yes.
And there's some book cooking. And let's just say, we can say, now there's a little shade there that Travis is looking into the family as being someone who tampered with it. So, because most of the family are board members. Now, if they look at Adam, I mean, if he's looking at Adam, which Adam was a board member, I mean, I'd love to know how he could pull that off. So I hope he's ruled out. Don't you?
Yes, I do.
I don't think he's in this. And I don't know, I read someplace that, I don't know, that they're, and it's probably not a place that's just conjecture, but I hope he's ruled out. But Christine isn't here, and I can tell you Travis is going to be questioning Abby tomorrow. He's looking into all the family members.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, he's thinking it. So my thinking is, now did you see those two board members that were talking with Victor yesterday in his office?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember the scene. I remember what.
I think it started, they want to know what's going on and all that. I think that man that was with Victor in his office is the same one with Jack. The same one Jack.
Oh, yes. I think so. So who's getting played? Which one's getting played?
I don't know. Jack is hoping to nail Victor, and I think he's a little apprehensive right now. So, Christine, I'm sorry I'm taking your role because I know you're a day ahead. Phyllis makes the money drop tomorrow in Jack's place. So we got to see what happens. We'll see what happens from there.
Okay.
So to get it, the next one. All right. It has been figured that Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, Sharon's world is going to fall apart.
Ooh, great way to bring November in.
Yep. And I'm not sure. And did you read how?
No, I didn't.
It's going to come through GC Buzz.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's because Hillary hired Mariah today because she found out that Natalie was working for Victor. So they said it happens through GC Buzz. And I think, don't quote me, but they do have a story. She's going to come with a story of her own, and she's going to tell it. And I don't know what's going to set that off. Patty's making everybody nervous, and Mariah wants out. So that's why she wants to distance herself from it. So your thoughts?
Yes, she said today, I think that Mariah's just, it's been a year, and she's just had enough of this, and like she said, she just can't even remember what the other lies. She can't even keep them all straight because she's told so many stories and trying to cover up this and that, so I don't know. I don't know how that's going to happen, but maybe Mariah just finally is exhausted mentally and says, look.
Yeah.
And,
she's just exhausted mentally. She doesn't want to deal anymore.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I hope people. You think people are going to be disappointed, or are they going to applaud it when it finally comes out?
Well, I think it depends on the individual, of course, but I'm wondering when do we see the new writer stuff? So I think that might make a difference,
Would
too.
you like to know? I know when it started. They have started taping the new stuff on October 20th.
Okay.
Okay. So we will see Sally and Kay. First air is December the 7th.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So we're still fettering out Mr. Pratt until then. Well, they're done. I mean, they've already fettered him out. We just have to see it yet.
Right.
So, yeah, so they've been, I don't know, because I tweeted that out, and I had the script. I love it how they show me the script, and it gets around. So October 20th was their first day taping under Sally and Kay stuff.
Oh, good.
That's when it began. That's when they started taping it. So it will begin airing on December the 7th.
Okay. That's not too far off.
And I'd like to know how they're going to write Steve Burton out. And when in December he's leaving.
Right. Does he stop taping in December, or do we just stop seeing him in December? I wasn't really sure. Or is it both?
His contract ends in December.
Okay.
That's how I see it. So if he's done in December, I'm not sure when in December, but then we'll probably see it like 6 weeks later in the month. His last day from there. So I'm not sure if he's going to be into the holiday or not.
That could be.
So it'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting.
It would be. I hope Sally and Kay have an investment in his character and they reinvent him. I would like to see Dylan, the character, stay.
Yes.
I don't like to see him go totally. I'm sure someone else can play the part. I would like to see him reinvented. How about you?
Yeah, I would too. And, you know, his dad is still in town, his mom's still in town, so this character still has family.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so we're looking at all the possibilities of Y&R, and I think why don't we leave it there for now? And let's take the phone to Miss Lisa with a message to the fans.
I have a message to the fans.
Yes. Do you have one?
Actually, keep watching, keep supporting the show. Go see the stars if you get a chance to. They're great. They're very personable. Every one of them I've met has been just lovely.
And just keep on it. Support your show. Keep chattering. Keep on Facebook. Keep on Twitter. Keep chattering. We want our shows to stick around. And I want to say goodbye to you two. Have a great couple of weeks, and I'll see you guys November 10th, right?
Yes,
Okay,
November 10th.
November 10th. Sounds good to me.
And Tam,
Yes.
do you have a message for the fans?
Yes, basically what Lisa just said too. Keep watching, keep talking, keep showing interest. The more we watch and the more we stay tuned, the longer we'll have our soaps.
That's it. Don't give up. Don't give up the ship. My thing is, instead of telling the powers that be what you don't like, tell them what you do appreciate. And maybe you can get your word around that way.
Yes.
Be positive.
Be positive. Share the love.
Yep, be positive. Spread the love. Tell them that you still like the soaps. Because, if you're not careful, you can, tip over something that you don't want to tip over.
Yes, you're right. No, we love our soaps. We're passionate about it. When we say we don't like things, it's not that we don't want to change something to keep watching. That's not what it is. Being passionate, I wanted the best we can do, and something fall flat with the family. And when you keep it, we're going to have the best soap. I mean, I'm biased because it's General Hospital and I watch, but they do have some of the greatest actors around.
They all do. I mean, it's a hard business.
It is.
They're the hardest working actors in the business.
Absolutely. Even the writers, the directors. This is 5 days a week. 52 weeks a year. They have a few days off here and there, and that's it. They have to get the show out. It's not an easy job, and we need to give them credit.
Absolutely. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you to both of you for joining me tonight. And Tam,
yes.
Remember November 10th, and I will email you why. I can't say it on the air right now.
I'm excited.
Okay. It's probably not what you're thinking. Lisa knows, but she can tell you too.
Okay.
It's something. It's something nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I told everyone before we got on the air. So I will let you know. And and I'll be talking to you and tweeting to you.
Okay, great.
And
thanks, David.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure
I'll see you guys later.
talking with you.
All right. Good night, Lisa. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night, Lisa. And let's say good night to everybody.
Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit TakeTwoRadio.com.